in the 2024 Liberia Basketball Association Championship. They got defeated last night. The Bulls suffered a 56 to 61 point defeat to Mighty Barrow, who are now at the top of the league table. The Rollers remain unbeaten so far in the season. In the other firing encounter last evening at the SKD Gymnasium, sensational LPRC Oilers bounced back to winning waves by defeating neighbors MPA Pythons 66 to 58 points. The Liberia Basketball Federation Championship chase will continue this Wednesday with three exciting features, among them the clutch between the Canyon Pepper Mighty Barrow and stubborn Sisters Morgas. Kickball. Rejuvenated Axe Sisters on Sunday ended Aries KC unbeaten run in the ongoing Liberia Kickball Federation National Championship League. Axe Sisters, to the surprise of many, took a 4-0 home run lead in the first two innings against Aries at the SKD. Aries fought back, however, in their last innings to pull off four home runs to put some scares into Axe Sisters, but the Sisters held on to the win with a score of 5-4 home runs. Grand Bassa County team GISA also had their own unbeaten run ending by Royal Sisters. Royal Sisters did not only end their unbeaten run, they also handed GISA their heaviest defeat this season, beating the Bassa side 6-0 home runs. CYE returned to their poor form from CYE rather returned to their poor form as they were beating 3-6 home runs by Brazilian girls. Brazilian girls came from 3-0 home runs to take all 3 points. Bagdonsville Super Sisters or Stars were on the winning side, defeating Success 6-4 home runs. In the second division, Yasso Mo lost to KK United 5-2 home runs, while Ecclesias defeated United Royal Girls 5-4 home runs. Watanga Girls were 4-1 home winners over Sowa Casey in the early game on Sunday. The competition will continue this week. On to Alpha Old Timers for a while. Veteran has vowed to subdue Alpha Old Timers to the end in the final of the Lona 2024 Championship. Both teams are gearing up for the final this weekend at the Tusa Field in Gardensville. What is Veteran Reliance to send out such strong warning to Alpha at this time? King Andrews is the Chief Executive Officer of Veteran Old Timers.
Our preparation is laying water in air. We are prepared fully to beat Alpha, anything that comes our way. They know our history. When we play, that's when they go to camp. When we playing them, that's when they go all in the night negotiating.
Why are you so confident?
Because the caliber of players are the kind of coordination, the cooperation, and the collaboration within our team.
Will you be surprised if you go down to Alpha on June 16?
How would I be surprised of an impossibility? This is an impossibility.
They have already won one trophy and they have one more to go.
One more to go. It's that. This is the end of trophy for this season. You will see.
Stop them?
Not that we will. We have stopped them. We have stopped them.
He is King Andrews, Chief Executive Officer of Veteran Old Timers. Meanwhile, Alpha is heading into Sunday's clash after lifting the Lona Knockout Trophy by defeating MPA Old Timers 1-0 recently at the SKV, and they are said to be in top form. Ahead of the clash, a senior advisor of Alpha, Randolph McLean, says their strength of Alpha come from their in-house activities, and they are ready for the battle.
The victory here today is very significant. Alpha aims to be the top old-timer club in the country. And with that dream, this kind of victory is one of those that makes us feel very good about ourselves.
You as an advisor of Alpha and your colleagues, what did you people put into this?
Well, Alpha is organized in such a way that our in-house training is extremely important. And in our in-house training, we choose the best of the members that will represent Alpha in what we call the Alpha national team, so to speak. And that training has helped. We do in-house full teams, for example, that play tournaments, and that helps us. And we try to keep the team together.
Or senior advisor of the Alpha Old Timers Sports Association there. Senegal moved to the top of their group in the African qualifying round for the 2026 FIFA World Cup after Habi Diallo's header gave the Taranga Lions a 1-0 victory in Mauritania. The Aro Congo are a point behind Senegal in the Group B table after the Leopards registered a 1-0 home victory against Togo. Meanwhile, Tunisia's perfect start came to an end with a goalless draw against Namibia, but the Scottish Eagles remain top of Group H on 10 points. All 9 group winners at the end of the 10-month campaign are guaranteed a place at the 2026 finals, while another African side could book a spot in the United States, Mexico, and Canada via an intercontinental competition. The 4th round of qualifiers will continue on Monday and Tuesday, after which the African preliminaries will pause until March of 2025. Qualifiers for the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations football competition are scheduled to be played in September, October, and November, although the dates for both the group draw and the final themselves in Morocco are yet to be announced. All the final and the finals themselves, rather, in Morocco are yet to be announced by the Confederation of African Football, CAF. Former Bayern Munich boss Thomas for now. BBC Sports had it that he was tipped to replace Erik ten Hag at Old Trafford, but says he's not interested. Tuchel, who once managed Chelsea and PSG, has since met United's co-owner Jim Ratcliffe in France. Current manager Erik ten Hag has yet to learn whether he will get a 3rd season in charge at Old Trafford. The 50-year-old German football tactician is taking a break following his exit from Bayern Munich at the end of last season to spend some time with his family. And in the NBA final, so to speak, the Boston Celtics have taken a 2-0 lead over the Dallas Mavericks. The Celtics won Game 2, 105 to 98 points on Sunday night. Game 3, according to the VOA, comes on this Wednesday, and this is all from Adex.
And Agatha, let's see what she does. She rolls the ball easily to her teammate. Paulino, can she make it 2? Penalty for Liberia. Paulino's strike was stopped by the hand of the Guinean defender, Suzanne Daniel Lama, and she's been penalized, shown a yellow card for handling the ball. And here the spectators, and taking the penalty for Liberia is Agatha Nimle. She goes there, right for it, it's goal! Well, welcome back to Super Sport, the Water Sports, and is here every Monday at 3:15, 30 minutes, bringing you the latest in the sporting world. And now let's talk about, let's go into the conversation, look at the progress of women's football, especially looking at the game yesterday at the SKD Sports Complex. The goals did not come Liberia way, the victory did not come Liberia way, but the team got some prospect. I was impressed. My first impression yesterday was the turnout. My first impression yesterday was actually the turnout. The whole of last week, we kept telling the people it's going to be the free gate, and I was impressed that the people listening, and there was a good turnout.
Yes, it was a good turnout. I think because of the announcement from the Liberia Football Association that it was going to be free entry. So it gives the ordinary Liberians, the chance to come out to see the team to victory. And I think our game is just beginning, to gain grounds. And so such pronouncement from the LFA, I think it is the best way to go so far, so that people can get glued, people can get so interested in coming out to watch Liberian female footballers. So I think it was a good move.
You think the FA should continue that?
Yes.
For the women game, let it be free entry.
Yes, let it be free entry, so that the ordinary people can turn out, as I said, and then the morale in the team can begin, to build, because once you have a huge crowd of supporters at a particular game, it gives a little bit of hope to the team. So I think we can continue for a while.
Well, the game did not go our way, but did you see some good sign that the Honor 17 could be a good Honor 20 in the next couple of months or years?
They started off on a very fun note for my view. The first 2 or 3 minutes, you could see the Liberian team pushing the ball here and there. But again, they lack concentration, they lack coordination, they lack a lot of things that any other female team will want to look for. But I think overall, we need to do more.
We need to do more
because this is one area where we as a country do not put much attention to. When it is the male team that is playing, you just forget it.
No, even if it was like Honor 17 male, not much attention. The only attention on the uniform is on the senior national football team.
But I think from what I saw yesterday, even though we had some elementary mistakes, but again, it gives us the hope that we can start the process, we can continue with the process, and have some friendly matches still, and then keep the female team into this competition, so that in the next maybe 4 or 5 years from now, you can have a team that you can call your own, that you can send them into competition, and they can bring back a good result. Yes,
because Nigeria, the particular team that came yesterday, well, they were ahead of us in many areas. They played a series of games before yesterday. Unlike Liberia, we played Sierra Leone Honor 17, and then we have a game with Senegal, home and away. That's all of the games we play. But Nigeria, they have had a series of friendly games around before coming to this stage of the competition. And so, they were a bit ahead of us.
Yes, they were. But again, it comes with responsibility.
Yeah, the responsibility.
It comes with support. All right? And you cannot... Let's not fool ourselves here. We cannot match the Nigerians in terms of preparation, in terms of monies that is spent on their team. So the little we have is where we went. We went to Sierra Leone at the expense of the LFA. The government did not give a dime. Did not give a money. The team went to Senegal. Again, no money came from government. It was the LFA that was digging holes, covering holes around here. But mind you, the team went in the interest. The team went to represent the Republic of Liberia.
And the way we are now, the team leaves tomorrow or later this evening, tonight, for Nigeria.
Okay.
For the return leg. 4-1. It's 4 goals against us.
Yeah.
And we have won. There is an away goal rule in the tournament.
Okay.
So Nigeria got 4 goals. The fact we score 1, it means we have to beat Nigeria 4-0 in Nigeria
to get to the next round.
To get to the next.
That's a huge challenge. Can we make it?
It's very huge.
It's very huge. Looking at the caliber of players too that we have.
And I was talking with a Nigerian journalist yesterday, a female for that matter, and she said, well, you know, the lack of support to women football is all around Africa. You know, she said governments are not really putting in. She said, unlike recent times in Nigeria, where the government has decided that, look, let's look for $100,000 US, you know, for the under 17 team. And so they have that for just preparation. Yeah, 100,000. The Nigerian government gave it for them to do practices, you know, just a train. It's not
but
part
more
of,
to that,
you know,
more to that, besides the $100,000. They make us sponsors, man. Let's not hide behind this thing.
No, I mean,
They
at
have
least,
sponsors.
I mean, what I'm saying,
You know,
they got something
but
that kept them working.
I agree with you.
And so the result will always favor them.
I agree with you.
So
What do we have here?
we need to
What do we
try.
have here?
We need to try.
How much does companies and institutions around here can give?
We don't have no company sponsoring our national teams.
Nothing.
Our national teams are wearing one jersey over and over. One jersey over and over. And it
It's so
shouldn't be
sad.
even a surprise for you to know that the female and the male under 17, they use the same jersey. That's national team. It's not a club team. Even club teams in the country, they got more jerseys than the national team.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine, you know, it's about time that we make a decision. We can have a company here called Lone Star. They came, they heard our national team being called Lone Star, and they said we are going to take that name Lone Star, and there is no contribution from that company to the national team. And by the time you try to push it, there is some politics about it.
Yeah.
Our national team does not have a sponsor.
Nothing.
So if you see the jersey the team wears, the jersey, I mean, when I say, you know, some people are the FA, they don't want him, I mean, disgracing us. But it's the fact the national team got only two jerseys. The senior national, they got one blue and the other one red. Finish. The girls, the scene you saw on them, red and blue, the same design. You see this design? When you see the boys play, they wear the same thing. When you see the girls play, they wear the same thing. That is same jersey. We don't have different jerseys. You saw the Nigerian under 17, the uniform they were in is quite different from the Super Eagles uniform. But the national team of Liberia, and we've been behind the LFA also to give us the names of the different teams of Liberia. They have not done it. We're opening the line one of these days. We ask the public to give names to our various teams. I think we need to do that because it's like even the LFA, the ministry, they don't know how to find coin names for our national teams. So if they can't make it, we think we need to help them. We could call our the Little Stars. The under 17, we will name the Little Stars.
Little Stars.
You know, the Little Stars were
Liberia
playing
Little
yesterday.
Stars.
Yeah, so we know it's the under 17 team. But we can't just say Lone Star women, Lone Star basketball, Lone Star volleyball, Lone Star
Handball,
Lone Star. What's that?
Track and field, Lone Star. You know, so I mean, but let's come back a little bit because we have some time in our favor.
Yeah, we need to get our audience.
Yeah, sure. But let me say this for the record. The game was played yesterday. We lost 4-1. And that's a huge, you know,
It's a mountain on the climb.
It's a mountain for the team to climb. Whether the team can, you know, governor support, the team can, you know, put the defeat behind them and move to camp. Like the way you said, either today or tomorrow they will be going, you know, to Nigeria for the return leg. Let's hope that you know, they can go to Nigeria and I want to borrow this from a former national team player, Man Sayo, and coach Josiah Nobility Johnson. It's a biscuit.
Of course.
It's a biscuit.
It's not over until it's over.
And I like the way they came in the second half.
Yes.
They came back in the second half. It was like they were boxing, you know, the Nigerian players. They were going to them. And I think this should be a way for them to go to Nigeria. You got to go to them. You got to take the ball to them. Yes.
Yeah,
You got
honestly.
to take the ball to them.
I mean, 2 errors
Yes.
gifted the Nigerians goals in the
goals.
first half.
Yes.
2 unnecessary, 2 errors. So the Nigerians were gifted with goals yesterday. But I think the second half, the girls managed to get back on course. So you can call us on 0880-514096 and be a part. 0880-514096 or 0772-876481. 0772-876481 and be a part of the program. This water sports here, and those of you following us as well, the numbers on the numbers are there. If you want to call us, you can call us on 0772-876481. 0772-876481. Our technicians have restored the numbers, so 0880-514096. Let me see if I can get hold of the number. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Welcome. Let's hear you. Oh, you went off. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Let's hear you quickly.
Yes, the issue of the game. I want to know, you talk about a major error that was made that led to the Nigerian goal. What led to that? What was the mistake that they made?
Okay. Mistake. Football. Goals come through mistakes, so I don't know. If you saw the game yesterday, the first goal was actually a bit of mistake from our defense. An easy ball rolled through under the arms of the goalkeeper. Another one was another, defensive mistake. Almost 3 goals they scored yesterday was a defensive mistake. Sorry, it's like we may not continue with the course because the time right on our head. But we have to go, and we'll be back here on Wednesday.
Yes, Wednesday we'll be back here.
More about just Liberian football. Except that the Real Madrid coach is flip-flopping, eating his words.
Yes.
One moment he say Madrid will not play in the club Champions League. The FIFA Club World Cup. Another moment he say we will play. Somebody pushing your hands or what?
The old man.
All right, so we have to go and be back here on Wednesday. We'll be talking Liberian football, just talking about those things about Liberian football. And indeed, it will get better for Liberia if we all stand to support the national football team. Until Wednesday, Kolubas is here, Marco. Bye-bye. It's a far in favor of Paulina. Liberia wins the far in a promising position. So the kick will be taken by Agatha Nimle. She kicks it into the net. Agatha Nimle. Beautiful. Red foot strike. Beating the goalkeeper of Guinea.